Welcome back, fellow Marvel Legends collectors. Solid Dave Snake here, continuing my reviews for the X-Men Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Juggernaut series. And in this review, we're going to take a look at Kitty Pryde. And I am really happy to finally get a Kitty Pryde to add to my X-Men Marvel Legends roster. So this is another great figure in an overall outstanding series of Marvel Legends. And the outfit that they went with for Kitty Pryde, it is a newer outfit, but I really like it because it is reminiscent of her old outfit back in the late 80s time era of X-Men, and kind of that New Mutants type of outfit as well, with that blue and yellow color scheme. It really reminds me of those outfits a lot from the late 80s, and that was kind of when I really started getting into X-Men when I was a kid, so I was really happy about this choice for costume design. But let's just get right into her and take a look at her accessories first. And of course she comes with another Juggernaut Build-A-Figure piece, the right arm for Juggernaut, and a very unique Build-A-Figure piece from an actual Build-A-Figure from another series, the Captain America series, the first one that came out this year, with the Red Onslaught Build-A-Figure. This is an alternate head, so you can have the original Onslaught. And I only bought one figure from that series. I really wasn't a fan of the overall lineup of that series, so I don't know if I will eventually try to build Onslaught or not, but it's very tempting with this new head sculpt here, and it looks good. So I wanted to give you guys a good look at that, because I may not be building it. But it is that kind of Magneto helmet, and we have blue eyes in the center there, and then just blacked out like Onslaught was. So pretty cool. And the one accessory that she comes with that is fitting to her character, that's not a Build-A-Figure piece, is Lockheed, which, as you can see, I have the dragon fitted right on top of her shoulder, and you kind of have to wrap that tail around her neck to get him to stay up there, and his wing as well. And even then, his feet, if you can see, are not totally touching flush on the shoulders. From a distance, that's fine, but once you get up close, you can tell. But I like this little Lockheed action figure. He's real bendy. Give you a good look at him here. He's all one tone of purple, though, with yellow eyes. That's the only added paint on Lockheed, is in his eyes right there. But overall, an excellent sculpt on this little guy. You can even make out a spinal column in the back underneath his skin, so really good detail on such a small accessory. So, very happy they added Lockheed in with Kitty Pryde. And now let's take a look at Kitty Pryde from head to toe. And they really have done a great job with every figure that I've reviewed so far with the head sculpts of them. Hasbro has nailed the head sculpts in this series, because that really looks a lot like the older Kitty Pryde in the comic books right now. Great job with the hair. All my paint apps on the figure I picked up here are very clean. The eyes are very lifelike on this figure. They turned out perfect. Just an excellent phenomenon head sculpt overall. Looks really good. Great job on the lips, the nose, the ears, the ponytail. Came out really good. And I love the outfit. Very basic with the blue and yellow. But this just brings a lot of nostalgia back for me from those early X-Men comics and New Mutants. And overall, it's a very clean paint job. However, there is a little bit of scuffing on mine. It was there when I bought it. A little black right here. It's hard to make out. Not too big of a deal. They're not all going to be like that. but just to let you know. And I like what they did with the gloves, having these extra pieces come down. Well, actually, this is part of the sculpt. It's not an extra piece, like how it was with a couple other figures in this series, like Rogue and Havoc. Of course, her left hand is open, and her right hand is clenched fist. And I really like the way the belt came out too. The black and red X came out great in the center, and then going around, it's just those yellow bands. And you can position it however you want on her. Of course, why would you have it any other way than with the X right there? And I do like the overall female body sculpt that they went for this figure. Fits Kitty Pryde very well. And not too much going on with the legs. Blue up top and yellow on the bottom. So basic, but looks great. And her articulation is really good for any Marvel Legends. We have a ball joint and a hinge at the head, which you can get full rotation. Just be wary of the ponytail. And she will look very far down and pretty far back as well. The ponytail will start to get in the way there. And once you move it further back, it kind of makes the neck piece look a little long. Hides it once you have it down here. And she does have a ball joint and hinge at the shoulders, which won't go quite up to 90 degrees, but close, and rotate all the way around. She has a single hinge here at the elbows, which won't go up to quite 90 degrees, but close enough, and back down straight. And you can get full rotation with that peg. And then a peg and a hinge here at the wrist, which you can get full rotation out of. Hinge that far up, that far down. I'll show you on the other hand since it's open. It'll go even further up and even further down with the open hand. And she does have the ab crunch, which will go that far back, that far forward, and since there's no hip cut, you can get rotation with this as well. And of course, she will move this far out at the hips, kick this far up, this far back, and rotate all the way around at the upper thigh. And she does have double jointed knees, which will go all the way up and back straight. No cut at the ankle, but she does have the hinge at the foot that'll go this far back. Only that far forward, not too far forward, but you can get the ankle pivot with it. So overall, not the best figure in this series, but a really solid figure. If you're looking to build up your roster of X-Men, I think Kitty Pryde here is a great addition. So, alright everybody, thanks for joining me on this review of Kitty Pryde, and stay tuned because I will be reviewing Cable next. So I'll catch you then.